Go. We should officially be, yes, we should officially be live. But let's move us a little bit higher so you guys can see a little bit more of a better view. For all of you watching, welcome, welcome. Well, I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds. I'm going to give you a couple seconds. Usually bigger YouTubers, yes, the people that have 1 million subscribers will get there one day. Point of matter is, they usually give a 5-minute countdown. 5-minute countdown. Ladies and gentlemen, we're officially live, and I don't do no countdowns because this is showtime, baby. Yes. On this beautiful, amazing stream, I am officially going to show you how to cook the most simplest meal on your Weber, yes, on your Weber charcoal grill. This is going to be for all the men. Some of the men out here don't know how to cook. Also, for the ladies, shout out to all the ladies. I'm going to do this for all of you. One time only. Reba Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. Okay, so if you just tune into this channel, it is your first time watching on this channel. We do, yes, we do amazing food. But my name is the Whiskey Reaper, and I do drink, and I do review, and I do show only the best whiskey products. If you like whiskey, or if you even if you don't like whiskey, you're going to like the content that we have going on here. We stream about every week, and for a lot of you watching, we have a good amount of people in the chat room and people that rewatch through Monday through Friday while all of you are working. So for all of you today, we're going to be cooking up, yes, we're doing a bird, yes. We're doing a bird. These birds, these chickens, unlike the ducks, because the ducks are disgusting. Oof, ducks are disgusting. And they can fly. Chickens can fly. The best thing about this, you're going to get a full meal. This meal can last you about 2 days. 2 days is full meal. You have the white meat, you have dark meat in here, you got the wings, you got the breast. This is something that can last you a good amount, especially if you have a whole family. Well, you might have to do 2 of them. The point of the matter is, if you're looking at this now, is probably the most simplest thing you could do. I'm going to show you how to do the most simplest. Yes, the most simplest thing. And for a lot of you watching, you know what? We're going to do this a short stream. Barbecue's on. Barbecue. We're doing charcoal grill, right? Charcoal grill. Make sure that charcoal grill is at 350. At least 350. You're going to cook it long. But I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. Point of the matter is, first drink of the day. What should it be? I think I'm going to go with our American. Shout out to all Americans. Oh, we got Horse Soldier. We're going to go with the Horse Soldier. Yes. This is, you can buy this at your store. We don't promote bad stuff. We only show good whiskeys. It's an American whiskey, American bourbon whiskey. And you can go find this at your store. Really cheap, inexpensive. Dang. Oof. I can smell it up. On the stream, we're going to be doing a couple things. Okay, Cosmo cover, yes? Cosmo, the cow cover. Use this, buy this. This is exactly what I'm telling you to do. Please do it. Also, Cosmo SPG. You're going to use 2 different ones. Now, you're probably asking, Reaper, why don't you use just one? Because this is a big chicken. This chicken, I believe, is 7 pounds, about 7 pounds. So about 6.5 pounds. This is about 6.5 pounds. And if you're watching right now, do me a favor, if you like this so far, if you like this content, if you like this view, if you like what I'm showing you, hit that like button, really help out. So first things first, on this, we're going to put some olive oil. But before we put the olive oil, cheers. Cheers to all our Americans, cheers to the USA. And shout out to all of you. Let's drink this up. Cheers. First things first, olive oil. You get to put a good, healthy amount. Let's put this over here. So, first is olive oil. Now, for some of you that want to know, is this something that you could do every day? Eating bird like this, 3 times a week is plenty. All right, you can cook it 3 times a week. You can have it throughout the week. But I'm gonna tell you this: if you eat too much of this, you're gonna turn into a chicken. Please enjoy these responsibly. Don't overdo it, and just properly. If you do know how to cook, some of you already know. Make sure to season it correctly, and I'm gonna show you how to season it. Good to see David in the chat room. Okay, first is first. There's going to be 2 sides. You want to flip this around, and also, not only that, you're going to make that bird nice and wet. All right, oof, that just slapped me with a little bit of oval. Okay, you see this? Main thing currently right now, my hands are popping. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use the underside. I'm going to do these wings. I'm going to do the underside. I'm going to do this side. And what you want to do is, when you cut this open, when you open it from the bag, make sure to clean it. Run it over water, run it over water, run it over water. If there's any feathers, just pluck the feathers. If there's any feathers left, pluck the feathers. And another cool thing you could do also is pat it down, right? Pat it down with paper towel. And that's simple as that. Well, that's all I did. And now officially, this bad boy is going to get the seasoning. So here we go. Let's start off with a good seasoning. Here we go. Start off with SPG. Now this is salt, pepper, and garlic, okay? That's all it is. Salt, pepper, and garlic. So here we go. We're just going to slide it in here. Just so you know, usually I put it with some beer. Right? I usually put some beer, but today we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that today. We're gonna do it simple. I want to make it simple for some of you. Now you could put this inside a beer if you want to. By the way, I'm gonna say this. I had to walk away because there was so much spices. There was so much spices in there. It went into my nostrils. Point of the matter is, what you didn't see here is what I'm about to show you. Got a little bit of the heart. This comes with the heart and the liver and the neck. It also comes with, I believe, the liver, the heart, and the neck. All right, the liver, the heart, and the neck. So all you have to do is just mix it up. You could give that to your dog if you want to as a treat. I don't recommend to eat it unless you really like it. Point of the matter is, you want to impress your guests? First off, you don't need to soak this in anything. All right, you just need to do it like this. If you're doing it on the barbecue, this is all you need to do. The simple things. Use the seasoning. Now remember, you can season it as much as you want to. Just don't overdo the seasoning. If you overdo the seasoning, it's just going to be too much. What does too much lead to? Too salty of a product. And we don't want something too salty, right? So for some of you, this is done. This is done. Yes, it's done. That's how simple it is, yes? Simple, simple, simple. Now, I'm going to say this for all of you. You're going to have to see this part of the stream, this part of the video, or whatever you might call it, because we're going to open up the grill. I'm going to show you how to give this a little bit of that moisture. Now, when it comes to beer can chicken, I think one of our members, one of our ranchers in the chat room, he says, why don't you put a beer inside? I usually put beers, but the thing is, I didn't feel like doing it today. I wanted to do some simple. And to do something simple, I think, for all the men out here, sometimes you just don't want to use a beer, right? So it's all right. Don't use a beer. What you can do is simply just do something simple. Make it simple. Make it nice. What you could also do is you can put a little bit of olive oil at the end if you want to. But you're going to have to put water inside the barbecue. Now, I'm going to tell you and they show you exactly why. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly why. As soon as we open the barbecue, again, we use olive oil, good olive oil. You need to use olive oil. If you don't use olive oil, it will stick. We use Cosmo SPG. We drink a little bit of whiskey. Then I drink this one. I'll probably drink it later. The one main one, Cosmo, look how dirty. I need to clean it up. Point of the matter is, that's how simple it is. Okay, now the hard part out of all of this is whether or not you want to smoke your chicken. There's a lot of you that don't know even what the hell is smoking. What do you mean smoke a chicken? Smoke a joint? No. That's not what I mean. For some of you that don't know what that means, I'll show you exactly what I mean now. We're going to make sure to flavor this chicken a little bit. And to flavor the chicken, we could put a little bit of cherry flavor on it, cherry wood or apple wood. And I can suggest some of you that, I think some of you probably know what that is, but for some of you that do not know, I know we have special people out here that are kind of watching. They're a little bit special, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You're going to be smoking a joint? No. Just going to be smoking up. Now, we're going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to show you what we're going to do. But if you haven't already subscribed. I'm going to stay lagging. Subscribe. If you haven't, I'm going to stay lagging. I'm going to stay lagging. Subscribe. Okay, good. You subscribe. Thank you so much. Whoever subscribed, now I'm not lagging no more. Point of the matter is, you guys already know this is a whiskey channel. We do drink a little bit of whiskey. But I do want to recommend a lot of you. I just want to make sure, I'm going to give some time off right now on this stream and give some attention to our Americans. Okay, huge shout outs to all our Americans. We have to say this. Huge shout outs to Horse Soldier. Just such a huge shout out. This is inexpensive. About $40. You can get it at your store. This is about $40. Let me repeat it again. It's not $100, $90. It's not $70. It's $40. You can experience what it is to be an American by drinking this. And the best part about this one bottle is that it's used at the mold to make this bottle is used from the Twin Towers. From 9/11. So all these Americans went to battle. Yes, they went to battle after 9/11. So I want to give a huge shout out to all our veterans and all the people that keep our country safe. In the world. Yes, in the world. Yes, in the world. We're going to have a stream later on to see how this looks like. Well, we're going to have to put it on the grill. For all of you watching, let's finish up this whiskey. And then once I finish up this whiskey, we're going to go straight on to putting this chicken right on the grill. I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to work our workplace on the grill. Let's drink this up. That's good. Okay, so here we go. Let's go on and let's show you a little bit of that grill. Let's go straight to the grill right now. You guys are awesome for tuning in on a Thursday. Today's Tuesday, not Thursday. Today's Monday, actually, not Wednesday. Point of the matter is, here we go. Let's go straight to the grill, yes? So this is a simple thing that you guys, all of you, should be able to do. Why am I showing you this now? Because if there's an apocalypse or a war, at least you know how to cook up a chicken. You see a chicken fly in your backyard, at least you know how to cook up a chicken. You know who knows how to plug and cook chickens? The Ukrainians. You know who else does too? The people from Iran. You think the people from Israel know how to pluck a chicken? I don't know if they do. But maybe they do. Point of the matter is, if there was ever anything like a war happening, at least you know how to do a chicken. A good chicken. Point of the matter is, let's look at this barbecue. Okay, when you're using the Weber on this setup, shout out to my wrenches, shout out to my members. Good to see my members in the chat room. Shout out to my members. Okay, first off, if you're gonna use this setup, use it when you're using chicken. Okay, if you're using chicken, you want to give it the moisture, right? So to give it the moisture on the setup on this barbecue, all you're gonna need is, if you see over, do me the favor, hit the like button. How many people out here got no thumb? If you got no thumb, well, maybe that's why you're not hitting the like button. We need more likes. We need more likes. My life is depending on it. Right now, if you don't hit the like button, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, there you go. Somebody hit that like button. There you go. I think we're getting more people now. People are starting to think I'm going to go viral and do something stupid. That's not going to happen. We're not going to be doing any TikTok stuff. Point of the matter is, you see the grill over here. We got the charcoal to the right side, and we also have a little bit of water. You're probably wondering, why is that water yellow? Don't worry about it. Point of the matter is, the water's there. Put a little bit of water on it. I put a little bit of broth, okay? I put a little bit of broth. You don't need to put broth. You don't need to put beef broth. You don't need to put beef broth in there, okay? Don't put no beef broth in there. Put water. Anyways, you're gonna tune in your settings, the bottom vent. You're gonna open it just a little bit. Make sure your charcoal's on one side. Clean up this grill, right? Clean it up. I have this all clean because we're not gonna put our chicken on top of this. We're gonna put it strictly over here. So let's start doing that. Let's start putting our chicken over here. Come on. Come on, buddy. Oof, he's a big boy. Oof. He's a big boy. Oof. It can't fly. You know why it can't? Well, you know why chicken can't fly? Because they're too fat. They're too fat. Yes. Yes, they're too fat. Anyways, you see the ugly mark that it left? You see the ugly mark it left? Looks like somebody slapped it with their package. I hope none of you slap your chicken with your package. Point of the matter is, here we go. Woo! Beauty! Beauty. I fixed it. Now it doesn't look like I got slapped. Anyways, the point of the matter is, you're gonna put it in the far side. Probably a little bit over the charcoal, right? We're also gonna put all the intestines. We're gonna put the intestines and everything on one side too. That's beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we're living a life. That's what it is. You're living a life. Now, for some of you, you see it there, yes, you see here, I want to make sure you guys know how quick this was. This is quick, simple, and easy to do. Now, on this chicken, you're going to keep it on there for a long time. That chicken's going to be on there for a whole day. Whole day. I'm just joking. It's going to be on there for a max of about 2 hours. You can put it for an hour and a half. Always check your temperature in the chicken. My recommendation is when you are looking at your chicken and trying to figure out if it's ready to go, if you think it's ready to go, all you have to look at is the skin. The skin is usually going to turn brown, nice and colored. You're going to make sure this chicken's going to go from white to almost brown. And that's really the way it is. Now, when it comes to some of you want to know, you said something about wood chips. Don't tell me you didn't say it. Yes, I said it. You said something about wood chips. Now tell us. Tell us. Okay, I'll say it. So, when it comes to smoking your chicken, you could put a little bit of wood chips on the side. Now, for some of you that lack common sense, I'm going to make it simple, visual aspect to show you what we're going to do. Don't soak this in water. All right, let me show you the easy. Just so some of you, I know some of you are very, here we go. Let's put this over here. Ooh, there we go. Just a little bit, and I'm gonna put that apple wood. And now I'm gonna put the apple wood. There we go. Yes, yes. There we go. I'm putting both of them. Now what you're going to do is you're going to spread it out a little bit. You're going to spread it. You do not put it close to the chicken. Put it away from the chicken. Spread it out a little bit. It's good to go. It's good to go. Locked in and loaded. Locked in and loaded. Now what you're going to do is simple. Close the barbecue, baby. Woo! That's how simple that is. Close the barbecue. This is going to spike up just a tad bit. You're going to open up the vent in the bag just a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm showing you the easiest, most simplest thing. You could cook up for your family, for yourself. If you're a bodybuilder, this is something that you're really going to like. If you're a bodybuilder, you're going to love this. You're so sick of cooking your chicken in your microwave, Mr. Bodybuilder? Well, guess what? You got to hear. For the ladies out here that are tuned in to this stream, just tuned in, you're like, man, who's this guy? What's this guy? What's this guy about? I'm all about the big meat, but the point of the matter is, I'm all about you guys also hitting that like button. If you haven't hit that like button, you haven't subscribe. This is officially the way to do chicken. An easy, most simplest method of doing chicken. It doesn't mean you have to have a huge grill. This is a big grill. A Weber 26-inch is a big boy. As a matter of fact, this might be 29. This is the biggest Weber you can use before you get to the ranch. The point of the matter is, I'm showing you this because I want to make sure that all of you, if there's ever an apocalypse, if there's ever zombies, if there's ever somebody that, I don't know, I have no idea. If there's somebody out there that says, you know what, we're going to go to war, or if anybody out here just says, you know what, where's some more chickens at the store? You make your own chickens, or maybe if there's a chicken that flies in your backyard and you're really hungry, you have nothing to eat, you're sick of eating iguanas, chicken is the way to do it. Heat your bird right, season your food right, and for a lot of you watching, I wanted to make this a short stream. We're 25 minutes in, and I think that's as much as I'm going to give you. We have a double stream today, so the second stream that you want to see will be the next one, where you're going to be able to see the rest of the chicken once it's cooked up. I'm going to take this chicken out once it's cooked up on the next stream. So, for all of you, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe so you can see the next live stream, which is going to be today, in the next couple hours. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And ladies and gentlemen, if I have showed you this twice, well, it's deja vu. Point of the matter is, it ain't deja vu. Here's your first time watching. Good. I hope you guys really enjoy it. On the Weber, what am I using? Ooh, somebody probably asked me in my head. Kingsford. Kingsford charcoal. And you guys know never to use fuel. Don't use gas fuel on here, right? No gas fuel. Start it up naturally with some toilet paper and paper towels if you need. But what I like to do is to start up my charcoal with a chimney and some newspaper. Good newspaper without wax works really, really good. For all of you watching around the world, you guys are freaking amazing. Thank you everyone for tuning in to this stream. This is a short stream. It's going to be a double header today. So, for some of you who want to see me drink some whiskey later, review some whiskey, and also talk about some topics, tune into that stream. We will be showing you the final result of that chicken. For all of you watching around the world, thank you everyone for tuning in. Huge shout outs to the USA. Oh, wait, time out. Huge shout outs to the Florida Panthers. Yes, yes. Huge shout outs to the Florida Panthers. For all of you watching around the world, thank you everyone for tuning in. You guys are amazing. Awesome every single day that you guys tune in. And for a lot of you, shout outs to the Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force. The Coast Guard's doing their job, but you know what? The Marines are killing it. You guys are awesome. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Shout outs to USA. Shout outs to all of you. Our Reaper crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. I hope I showed you how to make the most simplest meal on your charcoal barbecue grill. Weber, yes. I'll see you all later today. And for all of, man, why do my hands look like an old man? Oof. Oh, man. I'm getting too much sun. Gentlemen, ladies, don't go to the beach. Look at this. My hands are looking like an old folk. Uh-oh. You guys are awesome. Reaper officially.